Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use Google Drawings to create a talk bubble. So here I am in my Google Drive, and I'm going to click the red New button, and you can see that when I do that, we have Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. If I click on More, that will take me down here to see Google Forms, Maps, and we're looking right here at Google Drawings. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open up my Google Drawings. You can see that we immediately get this blank template. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a title. This is just going to be my example. So the first thing that I can do is I can go up here to my shapes. So right here, the box and circle, it's called a shape. When I click on that, it's going to show me my options. We've got these different shapes, arrows, these equations, but what we're looking at right now are the callouts. So I can click on these callouts, and all of these different options pop up. So we've got the traditional square. This is called the rectangle with a rounded rectangle. You've got the little oval shaped, and then the cloud. So I can click on any one of these. I'm going to click on the cloud to start out with. I'm just going to click and drag the entire thing. So I'm filling up my entire space. And when I let go, it's automatically going to give you this light blue color with this black outline. So I can go up here to the top, and this is my fill color. So I can change this to be something a little bit more pleasing to the eyes. And beside of that is my line color. So I usually pick something similar in that same family group. And right beside of that is the line weight. So when I click on that, I want to make the line weight a lot bigger, so like 12 or 16. And so you can see the 16 is very, very thick. So I usually pick something around 8, depending on what I'm using it for. If I'm going to print these callouts, these callout bubbles, I usually click on something like 24 or 16, so that when it's printed, it's very defined for the students. But in this case, I'm just going to leave it at 12. Some of your callout bubbles are going to have this little yellow diamond that appears, and you can click on that. You can click on that and move it, and you will see that I can stretch out and kind of more customize this bubble. So I'm going to pull it out of here to the edge. So this would be one of my examples. So this is my first example. Okay, I'm going to do a second one. Okay, so in this one, same thing, click on callouts. This one I'm just going to pick the traditional rectangle. And you can see again, this time I've got that yellow diamond, and I can click on that and move it to these different locations. So I could point it down to the side like this, or I could make it really short, however you want it to be for whatever you're using it for. And again, I can change it to any color that I want it to be. I can change my, again, this is my fill color, this is my line color, and then beside of that is my line weight, which is how thick the line is going to be. And there you go, I've got 2 examples. Now that I have my callouts, there's different ways that I can use this. I can use this to give it straight to my students in the Google Classroom, or I could put this in a Google Doc or a Google Slide that I'm using. And in order to do that, there's 2 things we can do. First thing we can do is we can go ahead and download this and save this as an image. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for these 2. So I'm saving these 2 as an image. And I'm going to come back to my little example folder I'm using here. So let's pretend like I'm using Google Docs. All right. Go ahead and give it a name. All right, I could have some text in here, some things that I want students to do, or I could use this to print out multiple callouts on one page. So I'm going to click Insert Image. If you're on a Chromebook and you downloaded this as a JPEG, as a picture, it's going to be automatically in your drive. I'm on my MacBook, so I'm going to have to upload this and find my image. Okay. If you're on your Chromebook, so let's say you were on your Chromebook and not on a MacBook like I am right now. Your images would have appeared in your Google Drive, because when you download on your Drive, it's going to go to your Google. When you download on a Chromebook, it's going to go to your Drive. Okay, so now let's pretend like that is not something I uploaded. Insert, if you're on a Chromebook, insert image, and it's going to be in your Google Drive. And mine was in this folder that I'm using. So those are two ways that I could pull in this bubble that I just created. And I could put these two bubbles on the same page. Okay. That way now I could print the two of these as one page. And I'm going to zoom out so I can show you. There we go. So I could print these two on the same page and then cut it in half, and these could be little half sheets that I could use in my classroom. Another way of doing this, let me go to another page. Another way of doing this, instead of going to your Google Drawings first, I could just go straight to my Google Docs like I am right now, and I could go up here and say Insert. Instead of Insert Image, I could say Insert Drawing. So I could go straight here, and from here, go ahead and pick out my call out. So I'm going to pick out this oval shape, give it any fill color that I would like, give it a line color, change that line weight, and immediately push save and close, and it's going to go straight into here. Now, the reason why I showed you straight from your Google Drive is because usually when I create a call out, I want to be able to reuse it for another document, another Google slide, another time that I may want to use these call out bubbles. If you're creating it here in your Google Doc, it's going to stay in this Google Doc. And I don't want to remember the title of my Google Doc today if I want to use this exact same call out bubble another day in another presentation or another Google Doc. So that's two different ways that you can create your call out bubbles. So you can either go straight to your Google Drive and click the new button and come over here and create a Google drawing, or when you're within your Google Doc, the way I did that, was insert drawing. And I can immediately draw from within my Google Drawings, from within my Google Docs, I mean. So those are a couple different ways to do that.